Oh, look, year one, we have another new sound. What sound do you think this makes? I'll give you a clue. It makes the same sound as a digraph that we've already learnt. It's this one. What sound does this make? That's right, oi. This digraph here also makes the oi sound. Can you say that with me? We'll say it 5 times. Oi, 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 oi. Fantastic. We're going to look at some oi words now. Let's see if you can write these down in your books. Give them the sound buttons and sound them out for me. Okay, so we're going to go ba, oi, boy, j, oi, enjoy. We have a girl here, don't we? But she looks like she's having a super fun time. She is enjoying herself. What's this down here? We have a crown. Who wears the crown? The queen. They are oi, royal. Fantastic. Learn about that later on as well. And down this bottom one down here is an oyster. Pearls in them. Oi. Oyster. Fantastic. Well done. Do you think you can read this sentence for me? I bet you can. There are four oi words in there. I wonder if you can read that sentence out and answer that question. We know it's a question because it's got a question mark at the end here, look. So read that question out and see if you can answer it for me. Fantastic. I bet you're all able to do that. I'm going to read it out as well just to make sure I can read properly. Will it be annoying if a boy destroys a toy? Will it be annoying if a boy destroys a toy? I think it would be very annoying. What do you think? For English today, year one, we're going to start writing our own lost and found story. So in your packs, you will have, and you'll need these to help you, the lost and found story, the story map that we've been learning our story from. You'll have 2 pages of that. And you'll need your lovely bordered writing paper. We're going to break our story down into 2 parts. We're going to do some today and we're going to do some writing tomorrow. And today we're going to be looking at the introduction, the build-up, and the problem of the story. You can use this story for your writing, or to make it a little bit more exciting for yourself, you can change a few things about your story. I'm going to show you what I'm going to change my story to now. When you're writing, I wonder if you can change at least one thing in your story. So it might be that it's a boy, you might change that. You might change the animal. You might change where they're going. You might change the way that they get there. See if you can change one thing in your story when you're writing it up. I'm going to have a go now. I've changed a few things. You don't need to do this many. But see if you can do at least one. Once, there was a girl. So I've changed boy to girl for this story. One cold winter's day, she found changing my penguin as well, to a polar bear. At her door. The polar bear looked sad. And the girl thought it must be lost. So the girl decided to, and my girl, my polar bear, they're not going to row to the South Pole. They are going to swim to the South Pole. So the girl decided to swim to the South Pole with the polar bear. They swam for many days and nights over the waves until they reached the South Pole. The polar bear stepped, or we don't need the boat, do we? Stepped onto the South Pole. The girl said goodbye. But the polar bear looked sadder than ever. That's our first part of our story. So that's the first half of our story. You can see I've changed quite a few bits there. So I've now got a girl instead of a boy. I have a polar bear instead of a penguin. And I have them swimming instead of rowing. Now I'm going to have a go at writing my story, or to start writing my story. And you must remember, if you've made any changes, you need to add them into your story. If you need to use this sheet to help you with any of your spellings or to help remind you of the story, it's there for you to use. Okay, we must remember capital letters, finger spacing, and full stops. Okay, so once, so a capital letter. Here goes my finger space. There. Finger space was another finger space. A, and now I'm going to start on the line underneath. And I've made a change, haven't I? I've changed my boy to a girl. So I'm going to write girl this time. Look at my G goes under the line. There we go. That's our first sentence. And a full stop there. Next sentence. So give it a finger space. One. Cold. For punctuation. Winters. Day. We didn't change that in my story, did I? No, I had to change he to she for this, because we have a girl in our story rather than a boy. One day she found a polar bear. Polar bear at her, and I can't fit my word on there, so I'm going to start a new line. Door. And then a full stop. So that's the first part of our story done. Next, we're going to have a go at writing the build-up of our story. So this is when the penguin is feeling sad and the boy decides to row to the South Pole. Now we've had a go at writing the build-up, it's time to write the problem. And the problem of the story, the original Lost and Found, is that the penguin gets to the South Pole and he's looking sadder than ever. So that's where we're going to finish our writing for today, guys. You've done so well doing the introduction to our story, the build-up and the problem. Tomorrow, we're going to look at the resolution to the problem and how the story ends. Okay, good luck with that. Do some amazing writing, and remember, capital letters, full stops and finger spaces. Bye for now.